जय गुरुदेव एवरीवन। गुरुर् ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। इस श्लोक का अर्थ है, गुरु ही ब्रह्मा है, गुरु ही विष्णु है और गुरु ही भगवान शंकर है। गुरु ही साक्षात परब्रह्म है। ऐसे गुरु को मैं शत शत प्रणाम करता हूँ।
Jai Gurudev everyone. Today we will read our chapter number 7, that is major landforms. Okay, so let's start reading. The earth's surface is made up of land and water. Water covers about 71% of the earth's surface, while land covers only 29% of it. Landforms are natural features on the earth's surface. Large land masses are called continents, and large water bodies are called oceans. There are 7 continents and 5 oceans in the world. The surface of the earth is not uniform. Some parts are flat, while others are undulated and rough. This variation is called relief. The major landforms on the earth are mountains, plateaus, plains, deserts, and river valleys. Mountains. A mountain is an area that is much higher than the land around it. Mountains are the highest landforms, generally with pointed tops called peaks. The peaks may be conical or rounded and may have steep slopes. Mountains differ in height and shape due to their age. The Himalayas are young and very high mountains with pointed peaks. On the other hand, Aravalis are very old and have low rounded peaks. Types of mountains. Fold mountains. Fold mountains are the most common type of mountain. The Himalayas in Asia and the Alps in Europe are examples of fold mountains. They are formed by the collision of two tectonic plates, which causes the Earth's crust to fold. Block mountains. These mountains are formed when a mass of earth slides along the cracks due to internal forces. The Sierra Nevada mountain in North America is an example of a block mountain. Volcanic mountain. Volcanic mountains are formed due to volcanic eruptions. For example, Mount Fuji in Japan. Mountains often have a series of parallel ranges which can be hundreds of kilometers long. For example, the Andes in South America and the Himalayas in Asia. Importance of mountains. Mountains act as a barrier against cold, hot, and dry winds and thus provide protection to the landmass. Rivers originating from the mountains provide water for irrigation, drinking, and power generation. Various minerals are found in mountains. The rivers bring down sand and silt from mountains and deposit them in plains to make the plain fertile. The mountain slopes have rich forests and fertile land. Plateaus. A plateau is an elevated landform with flat-topped and steep slopes. The climate of the plateaus is cool. It is elevated abruptly from the surrounding lands. The surface of a plateau is often cut off by rivers. Almost all the continents have plateaus. Some plateaus are very large and extend over hundreds of kilometers. Large parts of Asia, South Africa, North America, and Australia have plateaus. Importance of plateaus. Plateaus are rich in minerals. For example, the Deccan Plateau in India. Plateaus are also good for rearing cattle and sheep because of their grasslands. The black soil of Peninsular Plateau of India is fertile and very good for cotton and sugarcane. Plains. A plain is a land with relatively low relief. It is flat or gently rolling. Plains are also called lowlands. Most plains in the world have been made by rivers, as is the case of the northern plains in India. Rivers bring fine silt with them which they deposit in the river valleys. Fertile plains are formed by these deposits. Fertile plains are far more thickly populated than mountains and plateaus because crops can be easily grown here due to easy availability of water. Some plain areas are near the sea coast while some are in the interior of the continents. Importance of plains. Plains in the river valleys have fertile soil and are suitable for agriculture. Settlement and life in the plains is easy. This is why most of the big cities and towns are located in the plains. It is easy to construct roads, railways, aerodromes, industries, and houses in the plains. Deserts. Deserts are found in both the hemispheres. It is an area which receives scanty rainfall. Types of deserts. Deserts found between 15° to 30° latitudes on both sides of the equator are hot deserts. They receive very less or no rainfall. For example, the Sahara and the Kalahari deserts in Africa. Besides hot deserts, there are temperate deserts such as the Gobi Desert. Cold deserts are found near the poles or the Arctic and Antarctic circles. For example, Antarctica is the largest cold desert in the world. Deserts are formed because they fall under the dry winds belts when dry wind blows from inland instead of rain-bearing winds from the sea. They are also formed due to deforestation, where only infertile soil is left behind and the topsoil has been blown away. Most of the hot deserts are located on the western side of the continents. Deserts are rich in mineral resources. River valleys. Water flows from high areas to low areas in the form of streams. Many streams join together to form a river. The rivers and streams carve out valleys and even deep gorges or canyons. The Colorado River in the USA forms the deepest canyon on the of the world, called the Grand Canyon. A river passes through three stages. Upper course. At this stage, the formation of a river valley begins with the carving out of a channel. Most rivers originate in the mountains. Here, the flow of the river is very swift and it cuts a deep valley. Middle course. The second stage is the middle course that begins when the river leaves the mountains and enters the plains. It becomes deeper and wider and flows gently. Due to the erosion and deposition action of a river at its banks, a winding curve is formed which is called a meander. When the part of the loop of river cuts off to form a lake, it is called an oxbow lake. Lower course. At this stage, the river flows very slowly and joins a bigger water body such as a lake or a sea, forming a delta. चलिए, now we have completed reading of chapter number 7, that is major landforms. Okay, now we will meet again in another video for the reading. Till then, bye. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay at homes.